Good morning, paper crafters. Welcome back to my channel. Today I am doing a princess layout for my daughter's 4th birthday, my oldest daughter's, and all of my paper comes from this beautiful paper stack. It's die cuts with a view. It's called the Preppy Princess Stack, and it was made back in, doesn't have the date on there. I don't know when it was made, but I've had this for a long time because I used this stack when I was doing one of the girls' baby books. Oh, here, I'm sorry, 2011. So, yeah, quite a while ago. All right, so I have this very beautiful glittery, I don't know if you guys can see it. It's got like little squares, and the squares are all glittery. Can you see that? And this is cut down to 11.5 by 11.5. And then I have a green on green glittery piece of cardstock here. And this is going to be my grass. But I don't know what you can tell. When it cut out with a corner, a rounded corner. So I want my paper to have a rounded corner too. Because if not, let me show you. When you put it down at the bottom, you can see the corner sticking out, and I don't want that. So from my creative memory days, I have this corner rounder, and so I'm going to round the bottom 2 corners. So now when I put this on, they line up perfectly. All right. Ooh, all gummy. Okay. And because this is glitter paper, I'm going to make sure I put extra adhesive on to get it to really stick. Okay, let's take my bone folder and really get this to seat down. Flip it over and just kind of get that attached. And it didn't quite, for whatever reason, it's missing that little tiny piece, and that's bugging me. So let me just, there we go. And then I have this crown, princess crown paper, and all the crowns that are hot pink here are done up in glitter as well. And this is going to go right up here. And I just found both of these borders in Cricut Design Space. I just typed in border and scrolled through until I found a couple that I liked. Okay, let's do the same thing here. All right, and then I'm going to attach this to a piece of black cardstock. All right. Then I have my photo mat, and both of these papers come from the Creative Memories Disney Princess line. So again, I've had these for a bajillion years. My girlfriend used to be a Creative Memories consultant, and she cleared out her closet or her garage one day and gave me a bunch of papers. So this is going to go right there. And then I have my title. This comes from Treasure Box Design, and this is Pretty as a Princess, and it's going to go there. Okay. And again, because I'm putting this on a glittery cardstock, I'm going to add more adhesive than I normally would. Excuse me. Sorry about that. The glitter catches all the little, I don't know what these are, fragments, dust fragments that come into my craft room. Okay. So, like I said, this is my daughter's 4th birthday, and as you can probably figure, it was a princess-themed party. And so we did all the various Disney princesses, and I told the girls to wear their favorite Disney princess costume. And wouldn't you know it, they all showed up as Sleeping Beauty. No Cinderellas, no Snow Whites. We had a bunch of little Sleeping Beauty girls, so kind of funny. Okay. I'm going to flip this over, and right where that title is, I'm just going to go over it, get it to really attach. Okay. Next I have my princesses. We have Jasmine, and all of these come from Treasure Box Design. Just going to go right there. Then we have Belle, and they all measure 4 inches tall. Then we have, what's her name? Tiana, I believe. And I have to say, so Tiana and Jasmine were the first character dolls I ever did that weren't Caucasian skin. So Jasmine, you know, is from the Middle East, and Tiana is African American or black. And so I really struggled with the paper for their skin tone. I wanted to give them, you know, I wanted them obviously to be darker than their than Belle, the Caucasian girls, but I didn't want their faces to get muddled. And so I'm really happy with these colors. And they actually all just came from my scrapbook, or scraps that I put away. Originally for Jasmine and Tiana and Snow White, they came with brown hair, and I really did some research and looked at what the original characters look like on Disney, and they all had black hair. So I switched the black hair, and I think it really helps their skin and their hair to stand out, not to, because look, if I had done brown hair, I think it just would have been too much brown on the skin, and I don't know if it would have looked good. Plus, all my friends who are black, they have black hair. So, anyways, yeah, that's the skin that I did, and I really think it turned out good. And then as far as their clothes, and that's on all the princesses, she had like 6 different shades of blue and greens and yellows, and I don't have that many different shades in my stock. Plus, I didn't want to deal with all that, so I did cut out them in 2 different shades of each color, and then I made sure to ink up the edges to give them more definition so you can see all the layers. And then here we have Sleeping Beauty, or Aurora. And she's going to go down right here. So I really enjoyed doing these layouts. They were a lot of fun. Okay, let's get them put down. And for Tiana, on her flower, on her waistband, the yellow just didn't cut out, and so it's so tiny. So what I did was I just took a yellow coloring pencil and I colored in the flower there to give it that look. I wish I had some yellow Nuvo drops or any other color Nuvo drops. All I have is white. I would have preferred to put like a Nuvo drop there. So that might be one of my purchases in the future. I gotta think about this. And if I do, I'll just go back with the Nuvo drop and I will put that there. I'm trying to think what the best color would be to buy. If you use Nuvo drops, what do you find besides white or black? What color do you use the most? All right, then I have these butterflies, and I cut the butterflies out in the same colors that I used for all of my princesses. This one still has a few pieces stuck in here. Let's get this out. So let's say, like for Belle, I used a yellow. For Sleeping Beauty, I used a pink, in the same shade of pink that I used on the actual princess. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and attach these down. Oh, you guys probably can't hear it, but we are getting our first rain of the season, and I just heard thunder. Very unusual for California. All right, so there's my first page. Let me go ahead and bring in my second page. So I already have this background done. And here I've got a photo mat. It's going to go right here. And another one right up here. And again, my photo mats, I just cut down my picture and then I go up 1/4 of an inch for the inside paper and another 1/4 of an inch for the back paper. So, you know, these are not, you would want to size your pictures accordingly, because what my picture may be won't always necessarily work for your layout. Right. Then from Cricut, I have this castle, and I cut it out in a printed paper in the gray, and then a solid purple. And this is going to go right down here. And I do not want any glue on this one here. So let's go ahead and And this castle is cut at 8 inches tall. And as you can see, the picture will fit back here. Actually, the picture goes this way. Will fit back there just fine. Then I have 2 more princesses. We have Snow White and Cinderella. And again, Snow White here, they gave her brown hair, and I switched it to black because that's how the original Snow White in all the Disney movies are. She's described as being a beauty with raven black hair and ruby red lips. And then my favorite Disney princess of all time is Cinderella. I don't know why she's my favorite, but she's been my favorite since I was a little girl. I think I just was able to relate to her with the blonde hair and her blue eyes. I always just felt like when I was a little girl that I could be a Cinderella princess. Okay, and then I have 2 more butterflies. I'm going to put one right here and one right there. Overlap the photo mat just slightly. Alright, so now after I finish filming, I'm going to use this space right here for my journaling. So I'll write down my daughter's name and that we are celebrating her 4th birthday. Let me go ahead and bring in both sides so you can see them. And there's my 2-page Pretty as a Princess 12 by 12 layout. Have a great day. Bye-bye.